So Paul, now you've had a couple of days to reflect. How do you feel about Saturday's performance?
Performance-wise, it was okay. I thought we played well at times, but certainly first off we had to not not put with too much pressure, but certainly I guess not. And again, it wasn't meant to be to allow them to have the ball, but they had a lot of possession, so we had to work hard without the ball to try and stop them creating too many chances. Which, in fairness, I think we did, but we couldn't quite disrupt their passing as much as I would have liked. Second half, we changed it, and I think we sort of reaped the rewards of that. Then the sending off naturally changes the course of the game, and we had quite a bit of pressure, created some really good chances, and I think that's where most of the frustration was in terms of not taking one of those, because I'm not sure you get too many better opportunities to score a goal. What would have been an equaliser, and had it been early enough, perhaps even go on to get a win.
Is there anything in particular you took away from that game that you'd like to improve on?
I think we looked at without the ball in that first half of what could we do to try and, like I said, disrupt a possession-based team. We've been quite good at that in the past. This time, I think you have to give credit to Swindon. They're very good at it, and they've done it to a lot of teams. So it's not unusual, and I think there has to be an acceptance at times that they're going to have spells. But I think we could do better in terms of that, and we looked at maybe some of the players' positioning, etc., to hopefully help us in the future. Albeit I'm not sure we're going to come up against too many teams that play in a similar fashion.
And what more could the team have done to get that equalising goal?
I think not hit the keeper. Sometimes it's as basic as that. He'll say they were good saves, and he certainly worked hard to get across his line. But the reality is he shouldn't be getting even an opportunity to keep the ball out of the net. So not too much in truth. Could we have created a few more chances? Yeah, maybe. But at the same time, I think more often than not, if you played that game through and the same opportunities were there, I think most times I'd be sort of sat here talking about a different result than the one we got.
And with another quick turnaround of her tomorrow's game, are you contemplating making changes to freshen up the team?
Yeah, it's certainly something that's on my mind. I said that after the game, and while there's probably a frustration and emotions attached to that, it's still something is on my mind. And watch them train today, go and speak to the staff shortly, and throw a few ideas around, and then come up with that final decision. But at the minute, I haven't quite got to that. But he's certainly in my mind, because we have got some good players that haven't got as many minutes as they would have liked. At the same time, there wasn't loads wrong at the weekend. There was some good play as well. So it's not a case of, I think, changing too much. But at the same time, maybe some fresh legs might just help us out.
I'm just looking forward to tomorrow's game. Carlisle have only lost one game in the league this season. Are you expecting another close game?
Yeah, I just said there the record in general. They haven't conceded too many goals, haven't maybe scored too many, similar to ourselves realistically. So there hasn't been much in a lot of those games, or their games, and similar to ours. So it looks like a close game. You're never quite sure, but I think anyone that's looking at it and maybe wanting to have a little bet on it, or whether it's a friendly one or to make some money, I'm sure that would be the sort of favoured outcome that they'll look at.